In terms of the rest of my estate, including my title, I hereby leave to my son, Edward Horniman.
Son has agreed to take the 4, which means we're good for tomorrow.
Well, fuck her, Duck. Well played. How'd you manage that?
He wants you to do a dance and sing the apology. It's right here.
See ya, come on.
All right!
What the fuck kind of shit chicken is that?
Who's the chicken now?
Ready! Fuck off!
Do you have any idea how bad this is?
I think I have some idea.
The Gentleman TV series tells the story of the Duke Edward Horniman, who upon reading his father's final will and testament, realized that he has been unexpectedly bestowed with an estate of 15,000 acres and the title of Duke of Halstead. He finds out that Susie Glass has turned the land into a massive weed-growing enterprise. In addition to attempting to keep himself alive and defend his house, he must negotiate a world full of strange, dangerous people with sinister intentions.
Truth is, there are 24 dukes in this country. This seems to be the only one who can navigate both the upper echelons of high society and shoot someone in the head without worrying about it.
The Gentleman was wildly entertaining. It had everything you could want in a bingeable Netflix series. A compelling plot, attractive and interesting characters, a thrilling crime or several, family drama, beautiful scenery, drugs, love of money. I could go on and on. It was superbly told and kept me wanting more every episode. What sets this series apart is its ability to weave multiple subplots seamlessly, all converging towards a satisfying conclusion. It's challenging to determine if Eddie and Susie are true adversaries, friends, co-workers, or something else entirely. Susie nearly has Eddie's entire family killed by a Christian criminal gang in the film's epilogue alone because she believes they have betrayed her. By the end of episode 8, however, they are partners in a drug gang worth millions of dollars and are looking into each other's eyes as they discuss a murder in the woods that resembles an execution. James and Scott Alario acknowledge their complexity to one another. Uncle Stanley Johnston is the American millionaire who is revealed to be more of a criminal than an aristocracy in episode 2. Because beneath his refined exterior, he is a methamphetamine kingpin. Uncle Stan with T is really interested in purchasing Bobby Glass Marijuana Company because of his rather shady business dealings. After all, diversity is essential for a strong financial profile. Thus, Uncle Stan is largely to blame for the issues Eddie and Susie go into during Season 1. The pot that was taken in Episode 3, the issues with distribution in Episode 5 on the continent, even the stage boxing battle in Episode 6 that nearly results in Jack's death, everything was planned by Uncle Stan.
Except, now hang on a minute. Where the fuck have you been, Jimmy?
Bit of a long story, actually.
Yeah? Well, let's go straight to the end then. Where the fuck is my weed?
At the end of the Gentleman TV series, we see Susie's father tells Eddie and his daughter, in the opening part of the show, that he is selling the marijuana company. All they need to do is break the news to the right people and get their offers, which include manipulative drug baroness Mercy, cocky charlatan Sticky Pete, and cunning American millionaire Uncle Stanley Johnston. Every bid must exceed 150 million pounds and be sent by pigeon before the end of the week. Eddie and Susie make the decision to rig the transaction in order to destroy their rivals. Stanley is informed that he has won, but in the interim, they utilize a few allies to get his tax documents and have him jailed for evading taxes. Then Pete and Mercy are informed that Pete has prevailed. Because she doesn't want to disturb her unsavory Colombian business partners, Mercy kills Pete with a hacksaw to take over his winning position. The Duke and the drug heiress are the only contenders left to take over Bobby's firm after Eddie and Susie have mobster Henry Collins destroy Mercy. Despite their best efforts, Eddie and Susie ultimately lose the bid to Stanley in Episode 8, The Gospel According to Bobby Glass. Eddie is still quite the trickslinger, though. He makes the decision to eliminate each contestant from the race one at a time. Initially, he makes use of his connection to Collins to locate the illicit funds that Stanley has been keeping safe for the transaction with Bobby. Eddie goes after eliminating the remaining contenders by setting them up against one another, having previously turned in the information regarding Stanley's illicit money to the authorities and placed him in prison. When Spencer is slain by Mercy, Eddie sends Collins to take care of Mercy, leaving just Collins, whom Eddie handles himself later in the conclusion. He tells Mercy that she might win the bid if Spencer is taken out of the picture. The conclusion of The Gentleman presents Eddie and Susie with an intriguing future in which they must now create and grow Bobby Glass's business, while displacing the majority of their rivals. Glass had been operating a tight ship, obviously, with Eddie and Susie carrying out his schemes without realizing it. But Guy Ritchie reserves the best twist for last. It turns out that Stanley Johnson landed up in the same opulent prison that Bobby Glass runs. Even though Stanley actively seeks to inherit Bobby's kingdom, the two never crossed paths in Season 1.